Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2, where I went ahead, scanned all the planets that I wasn't sure I was actually willing to scan, depleted them of their resources, and there wasn't a single side mission out there. So I guess now I just have more resources, in case I actually need them by the end of the game. In the meantime, let's go down to Tuchanka. Let's help out Mordin. Let's complete out his loyalty quest. I'm probably that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to focus on loyalty quests and side missions. Otherwise, I still have other, main objectives, and those main objectives are, let's see. That's a lot of side missions. Recruit the Assassin, recruit the Justicar. Both of those are happening on Ilium. And recruit Tali. And then somewhere out here, I don't remember if it's a recruitment mission that comes up, or if it's just a main mission that allows you to recruit the character. There's going to be that recruitment mission for Legion. But for now, let us go help Mordin in Tuchanka. And I believe this has something to do with updating somebody found one of his old team. And I think his old team member went back to Tuchanka because he wanted to check on the status of their, for a second I wanted to call it a G-Virus update, because I was just watching somebody play Resident Evil on Twitch. What was the name of the virus they used to keep down the Krogan? I'm sure it'll come back to me. The genophage. There we go. Yeah, so they had the original genophage, but over time the Krogan had been developing maybe it's an immunity? Like a natural immunity to the genophage. Alright, let us see what her other appearance is. Oh, she has clothes now. She has a shirt. Let us give her a shirt. We'll take Mordin along because of mission. And we'll take Miranda along because she looks super cool in that black suit. Miranda has... Oh, I can upgrade her SAM. And his status as a Solarian scientist. Let's see. Increase the strength of his shields, or increase his weapon damage. It doesn't really change that much. It's like 18% versus 25%. So I'm just going to have him do more damage. I forget if there are any other quests for me to do here, because I would imagine there has to be, considering the fact that it didn't automatically give me force me the choice to choose Mordin, which most loyalty missions require you to do. The Krogan homeworld. Why, hello there, sirs. Oh. That's that guy way over there, trying to have a conversation with me.
If you're looking for work, you're shouting down the wrong hole. The Blood Pack only recruits Krogan.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not looking for work. On second thought, oh yeah.
The clan leader wants to speak with you.
I've never bothered to...
Soon, alien. If we decide you're not welcome, you'll know just before we kill you.
I just realized I never bothered to pull the Krogan out of the stasis, out of his pod. I'm going to go do that, because I forgot about that. Let's just skip through that one, because we'll see it again when I leave the planet again. But I suppose that also goes to show how often I use that pod Krogan in the gameplay. I don't think I've ever really taken him out on missions unless I was required to. So I probably should actually stow Miranda away and take the Krogan with me, as well as Morton. And the Krogan is... Ah, there we go. In engineering. I wonder what happens if you just don't unlock him and he's just sitting in the pod for the rest of the game. Do you actually need him to complete out the game to get the best ending? He's in salvage, apparently. So that... Let's see, we got Zaid over here. Or is... Yep, there he is, in port cargo. And here's the breeding pod. Hello, breeding pod.
The subject is stable, Shepard. Integration with onboard systems was seamless.
Can he see anything in there? Does he know where he is?
Unlikely. Current neural patterns indicate minimal cognition. Barring ship-wide power loss, the nutrients in the tank could sustain him for over a year.
Any idea how dangerous this guy is?
He is a Krogan, Shepard. If you were asking whether he is actively hostile, I don't have the necessary data to answer. Okeer's technology could impart data, not methods of
He is a
thinking.
Krogan,
The
so he
subject might
must
know of
be
his views,
dangerous.
but would not necessarily share them.
What can you tell me about this guy? Anything unusual?
The subject is an exceptional example of the Krogan species, with fully formed primary, secondary, and tertiary organs where applicable. No defects of any kind, aside from the genetic markers.
That is
of the
true.
gene
The
base
Krogan
present in
have
all Krogan.
interesting
I cannot judge
physiology
mental functioning.
in that they have multiple organs. Like, they have multiple hearts. I believe they have 4 testicles. For the
Stand
males.
by. I'm gonna open the tank and let him out.
Cerberus protocol is very clear regarding untested alien technology.
He's either a powerful addition to the crew or a time bomb. I'd rather deal with it now.
Very well, Shepard. The controls are online. The switch and consequences are yours.
Would the computer feel guilty about dealing with those consequences? Just a little slimy there.
Human, female. Before you die, I need a name.
I'm Commander Shepard, and I don't take threats lightly. I suggest you relax.
Not your name. Mine. I'm trained. I know things. But the tank, Okeer couldn't implant connection. His words are hollow.
Yeah, we called him Grunt.
Grunt. Grunt was among the last. It has no meaning. It'll do. I am Grunt. If you are worthy of your command, prove your strength and try to destroy me.
You wouldn't prefer Okeer or Legacy?
It's short. Matches the training in my blood. The other
His
words
training
are
was
big
short?
things I don't feel. Maybe they fit your mouth better. I feel nothing for Okeer's clan or his enemies. I'll do what I'm bred to do. Fight and determine the strongest. But his imprint has failed. Without a reason that's mine, one fight is as good as any other. Might as well start with you.
I have a good ship and a strong crew. A strong clan. You'd make it stronger.
If you're weak and choose weak enemies, I'll have to kill you.
Our enemies are worthy. No doubt about that.
you'll probably die facing our enemies. So yeah. Yeah, no, she's got a good point.
I'll fight for you.
I'm glad you saw reason.
Offer one hand, but arm the other. Wise shepherd. If I find a clan, if I find what I want, I will be honored to eventually pit them against you.
Alright, Grunt. Alive and well, alive and kicking, well enough to take his fight over to Tachanka.
Shepherd.
Just checking in, making sure you're acclimatizing.
Humans talk too much. Like the tank. Come back later.
Oh.
Anything in your tank imprints that can make use of the resources we found?
Might have something I could put together. Don't know how useful it will be.
Alright, what is his upgrade suggestion? It's probably not this. If it is... No. Nope, it's that Krogan shotgun. I'll just need to research that on my way back up.
The Illusive Man wishes to speak to you in the debriefing room, Commander.
Oh, alright. Where is the debriefing room? Probably has something to say about my opening of the Krogan tube.
Patching the Illusive Man through, Commander.
That is a good shot. Like,
Shepard, we got a break. I intercepted a distress call from a Turian patrol. They stumbled onto a collector ship beyond the Corliss system. The Turians were wiped out, but not before they crippled the collector vessel.
okay, so that's where you
Board
find
that ship
Legion.
and get some hard data on the collectors. Find us a way to get to their home world.
Hard to imagine how a Turian patrol could take out a collector's ship.
Reports indicate the hull's intact, but all systems seem to be offline. They could be making repairs as we speak. I'm not saying it won't be dangerous, but we can't let an opportunity like this slip by.
If they had a patrol out there, why aren't the Turians sending a recon team in?
They will, eventually. But I intercepted the transmissions. In the meantime, we're feeding them false reports. You're close enough that you can be in and out before the Turians learn the truth.
You sure this information's good?
Information is my weapon, Shepard. It's good.
Send me the coordinates and I'll take care of it.
Already sent. Once you're aboard the ship, establish an uplink with Edie. She'll mine their data for information regarding the Omega-4 relay. Good luck, Shepard.
Do I have to do this now, or can I wait until later?
Let's go find us a collector ship.
Nope, I guess I have to do this now. So, I'm not going to Tachanka to help out Mordin. I'm going to find this collector ship. And then that allows, that starts the process where they're going to figure out how to get to, through the Omega-4 relay. Then the next big event is the collectors are going to attack, the Normandy. Again, this version of the Normandy, more specifically. Let's see, your Shockwave's power strengthens to become a biotic freight train. Your Shockwave has a wide impact radius. Huh. So, bigger force, bigger radius. So yeah, then there's going to be, or hold on, is this it?
Very low emissions. Passive infrared temperatures suggest most systems are offline. Thrusters are cold.
That thing is massive. How the hell did the Turians take it out?
Huh. I don't think I remember this section very well. I don't think I remember the story beats of this game too well, especially because all of them are kind of separated between recruitment and loyalty missions. Like, there's a stronger focus on these character stories that are separate from each other, rather than an overarching plot. where just kind of like it carries on that plot in like a couple plot-centric missions every now and again, but you're mostly doing these character-specific missions. Also, did they build their ships into the rock? Did they find like a big asteroid and they're like, "Yep, this would work"? Or did the asteroid find them? Dun dun dun.
Never saw a ship like this before. Looks like a giant insect hive.
Penetrating scans have detected an access node to uplink with collector databanks. Marking location to your hardsuit computer.
Now
I've compared the ship's EM signature to known collector profiles. It is the vessel you encountered on Horizon.
I was going to say, are we going to find the people that were kidnapped on Horizon?
They're still alive.
Pod people, grown in pods, no longer people.
This.
Yeah, does not seem like a good time. Oof. It's hard to tell where the rubbish begins and the bodies end.
Why would the collectors just leave a pile of bodies lying around?
They could have been used for testing. If they were a control group, they would have been discarded at the end of the experiment.
Maybe they're better off,
Things
yeah.
like death. Like being a test subject for twisted aliens.
Is that supposed to make me feel better? Because it didn't.
Dead is dead. There's no such thing as a good way to go.
There are certain ways I wouldn't want to go. Because that's a big difference. I mean, if you're just going to argue if it's better to be dead in space or dead on the ground, that's a different question. But if you're going to say dead via days and days of torture versus dead with no torture, that already sounds like a world of difference. What is going on in that pod?
Are you saying those bastards even experimented on one of their own?
Edie, I'm uploading the data from this terminal. See if you can figure out what they were up to.
Data received. Analyzing. The collectors were running baseline genetic comparisons between their species and humanity.
What do they find
Is there
out?
something we can use in the data to give us an edge?
These are only preliminary experiments, but they reveal something remarkable. A quad-strand genetic structure identical to traces collected from ancient ruins. Only one race is known to have this structure, the Protheans.
My God. The Protheans didn't vanish.
They're just working for the Reapers now.
Or at the very least, the surviving Protheans.
Their genes show distinct signs of extensive genetic rewrite. The Reapers have repurposed them to suit their needs.
Much as the Reapers repurposed whatever species the Keepers on the Citadel used to be.
You'd think somebody would have picked up on this.
No one has had an opportunity to study a collector genetic code in this detail. I've already matched 2,000 alleles to recorded fragments. This collector likely descends from a Prothean colony in the Styx Theta cluster. But there are signs of extreme alteration. 3 fewer chromosomes. Reduced heterochromatin structure. Elimination of superfluous junk sequences.
Reapers didn't wipe out the Protheans. They turned them into monsters and enslaved them. Still, they're working for the Reapers now, and we have to stop them.
They're not doing to us what they did to the Protheans.
Let's find what we need before the collectors come to salvage this vessel. Move out.
Exactly. Oh, hello. Do I want a new sniper rifle? Do I want shotgun training or assault rifle training? Right now I don't have assault or shotgun, but I've done fairly well without either of them. The assault rifle would essentially replace the machine gun. The shotgun would just be cool. Accurate and deadly anti-material rifle, effective against armor shields and biotic barriers. Upgrades the Viper sniper rifle. See, now here's the thing. The Widow was never designed to be carried and fired by a human. Although this modified model can be carried, no ordinary human could fire it without shattering an arm. Wow. Okay, so I'm thinking shotgun training. Because there's the thing, like, an awesome new sniper rifle sounds good on paper, but it only holds 10 shots. Ooh. And now I've got a pretty full armory.
On the ceiling. More of those weird pods. There must be. How many do you think are full?
Too many.
I agree with that.
In the pod, Shepard.
Oh.
It is probable the victims inside died when the ship lost primary power.
I'm okay with that. Ooh, that technology was worth the big bucks. The big credits.
Oh, what's this?
Alright. Still, I've got to say, like, the idea of, like, alien ships themselves, there's so...
On a hunch, I asked Edie to run an analysis on the ship.
I compared the EM profile against data recorded by the original Normandy 2 years ago. They are an exact match.
The same ship dogging me for 2 years? Way beyond coincidence.
Something doesn't add up, Commander. Watch your back.
So basically, this is a trap. I like how the look of the ship is. Like, it's easy for an alien ship to appear generic, considering how many alien ships there have been. And the idea that most aliens in stories like this tend to be very unknowable. Like, aside from the, who's the leader of the collectors? What did he call himself? I'm sure we'll see him again. But he's essentially the main persona that you see.
Holy shit. They could take every human in the Terminus systems and not have enough to fill these pods.
They're going to hit Earth. Not if we stop them.
But you could say, like, the same thing with Andromeda. Andromeda's villains are very unknowable. They're just alien bad guys who you might know, like, the leader thereof. But otherwise, like, their way of life, their design, the purposes of all their ships are vastly unknowable.
On the platform. Looks like some kind of control.
Oh yeah, now I remember. The control panels, the platforms in this game created, like, separate, like, platforms that kept connecting to each other. And you kept, like, hooking pieces up in order to create a bridge.
Edie, I'm setting up a bridge between you and the collector ship. See if you can get anything useful from the databanks.
Data mine in progress, Shepard.
That can't be good.
Everyone's alright, Joker. What just happened?
Major power surge. Everything went dark, but we're back up now.
I managed to divert the majority of the overload to non-critical systems. Shepard, it was not a malfunction. This was a trap.
Oh no. No one would have expected it. So actually, they probably hit the Turians and then activated the distress signal themselves, shutting down their own ship, sacrificing their own people for the purposes of
Connection reestablished. I need to finish the download before I can override any systems.
Then you better get it done fast, Edie.
because of their issues with Shepard as an enemy. Hello. Oh man.
No shields. 41% complete.
The Harbinger, there we go. Oh, now I'm dead. That was fast. Alright, let's try that again.
I've got it. 41% complete.
Come on, Edie, speed it up. Another platform coming in.
How very rude of you, sir. There we go.
Gotcha. Now that's me, dumbass!
If you can please stop moving, sir. That. You know, I never really use Unity, so I might as well pick my squad back up.
One down.
Alright.
My favorite thing. Now let's finish you off.
Your destiny will.
When did I get an ability to slow down time when zooming?
Here we go.
Have I always had that ability?
I am simultaneously fighting over 8,000 nodes. I am tasked to converge.
Here they come again.
Alright.
Nothing can
Nope.
stop me.
Collector Assassin. There we go. And I'm out of sniper shots. I think that's essentially my main rationalization for
Here we go.
not taking that specific sniper rifle. You will feel this in the morning. Firestorm.
Lost.
You will know flame, Harbinger. Alright.
You must manually reestablish my link to the command console.
Which is back here.
I've regained control of the platform, Shepard.
Excellent.
Don't let us down, Edie. I always work at optimal capacity. Did you get what we needed? I found data that would help us successfully navigate the Omega-4 relay. I have also found a Turian distress call that served as the lure for this trap. The collectors were the source. It is unusual.
That makes sense.
Seems
They know we're hunting
logical to
him.
me that they would have sent the initial message as bait. No, it is unusual because Turian emergency channels have secondary encryption. It is corrupted in the message. It is not possible that the Illusive Man would believe the distress call was genuine.
Oh,
Why are you so
alright.
sure? I found the anomaly with Cerberus detection protocols. He wrote them.
He knew it was a trap? Why would he send us into a trap?
We don't have time to throw blame around. We'll question him when we're out.
I knew Cerberus would screw me again. I'm gonna crush his head.
No, the commander's right. There must be some other explanation.
Commander, we got another problem. The collector ship is powering up.
You need to get out of there before their weapons come online. I'm not losing another Normandy.
I do not have full control of their systems. I will do what I can. Sending coordinates
Also,
for
I would
shuttle
agree.
extraction.
I would agree with the Illusive Man sending us into a trap. I disagree with him not telling us it was a trap. Because either way, we would have had to go to the thing. But the Illusive Man is definitely very duplicitous in regards to the information that he hands out. Because it's like he knew it was the Collectors before Shepard confirmed it was the Collectors. He knew this was a trap before Shepard even got on board. Damn you, Harbinger.
Assuming control of this form.
You have already assumed control.
My attacks will tear you apart.
My punches will deal 5 damage over time. But yeah, so we would have had to investigate this regardless. Though it seems as though we were unable to actually save...
Assuming control.
That is very rude of you. How about... none of that, I guess.
Neutralize Commander Shepard.
How do they know my name? Nope.
They're right ahead of us.
This guy talks a lot. Take this. Nope. I'm meleeing you. See, what's kind of interesting in regards to the Harbinger is that, like, he doesn't just... his presence doesn't just take over the Collector units. It also adds strength to them. Oh, no, no, no. Slam that guy. There we go. And let's get back up again. Nope.
Experiments will continue, Shepard.
No, not the experiments. Let's take out at you. Let's wait for you to pop up. There we go. Okay. Now, hopefully somebody was kind enough to drop some ammo. And which is kind of an odd statement because there is actually no ammo, just heat cells, but still. I guess ultimately it means the same thing. If you run out of run out of the heat cells, I forget what they're called. Then you can't shoot your gun, run out of ammo. Not a door on the far side. Oh, hello. How are you?
Enemies in front.
Let us switch to the flamethrower. Ah! Back up. Run. No, don't take cover there. Oh, jeez. Why is the cover button the same button as the run button? Ah, okay. Hello, how are you? Let's use a sniper rifle at first. How about you overload? I will incinerate. And you can do some heavy shockwave.
Here goes.
I said I will incinerate. Oh.
Effective.
Oh, now there's a barrier around it. You know, eventually it's going to get close enough that I might actually have to move. Or these husks might get relatively close. That I actually need to worry about them.
That was ineffective.
Thanks. I'll try better next time.
This will put them down.
There we go. That's the spot I need to be standing in. And there goes that guy. And we're well on our way to get out of here.
Edie, we got a problem here. A temporary setback on Firewall 3217. Rerouting commands through Firewall 7164. I have successfully opened a door on the opposite wall. I will keep it open as long as I can.
Well, luckily you only have to open it for a few seconds.
We must be getting close to the end.
This should come in handy.
Alright.
To the right.
Alright.
I'll kill you all.
1 and 100 will replace it. You cannot resist.
I got it.
Well, I can resist as much as I want. It just doesn't mean I'll... It just doesn't mean I'm going to succeed in my resisting.
Stop, Shepard.
I can't.
This hurts you.
How do you know?
This changes nothing, Shepard.
Alright, let's wait for that to refill. Take out that Guardian before he uses him.
Trouble incoming.
Are you talking about the collectors? Or are you talking about me? When you say there's trouble incoming.
This will put them down.
Will it? It's a good thing they're... I'm trying to get vault over this specific piece of cover right over there. And why aren't I... There we go. That took a while. Ah, damn it.
Direct intervention is necessary.
It took too long to kill this one guy. Damn you. Let's hide over here for a second. Because this guy does a lot of damage. And I think that his attack, like whatever it splashes on your suit, prevents you from healing.
Commander, I hate to rush you, but those weapons are about to come online. Might want to double time it, so we can leave before they blow the Normandy in half.
Sounds like a plan. Let's switch to the shotgun for these guys. It would be nice if it took care of them in one hit rather than two. And also if I could aim. Now I'm reminded of the main reason I don't necessarily like ranged combat in Elder Scrolls games is it usually is you trying to like struggle to get in those ranged hits while people are just flailing their arms into you. Consider it done.
Everybody onto the Normandy. Move!
Strap in, people! What a fuck this time.
And this time we don't even have the stealth drives, but then again, that didn't really help us the first time. Though we do have the bonus armor already.
I can't dodge this guy forever, Edie. Get us the hell out of here.
Specify a destination, Mr.
Pick anything, Edie.
Anywhere that's not here.
Very well. Engaging Mass Effect core.
Gathered vital intel regarding Collectors and Omega-4 Relay. With Shepard's escape, Harbinger knows our true capabilities, and will have to adopt new tactics. We'll have to be careful as Harbinger's information network may rival Cerberus or Shadow Brokers. Also appears impossible to block his ability to possess minions. E's work was exceptional, however, proving value of shackled AI. Got shotgun, damage, tech element 0, some Ezo. Let's go talk to the Illusive Man about this. There's probably some messages. People probably want to talk to me now.
Call coming in from the Illusive Man, Commander. I figure you got a few words for him, too.
Of course. Although my main concern is, why didn't you just tell us it was a trap?
Looks like Edie extracted some interesting data before the collector ship came back online.
She also discovered that the Turian distress signal originated from the collectors. There's no way you thought it was real.
Without that information, we don't reach the collector homeworld, and you and every other human may as well be dead.
Okay, so tell me about it.
Your abilities, and don't forget Edie. The collectors couldn't have anticipated her.
There we
You
go.
told me the plan. You say I'm important, but you sure try hard to get me killed.
I needed the collectors to believe they had the upper hand. Telling you could have tipped them off in any number of ways.
Such as
I
how?
wouldn't have sent you in if I didn't think you could succeed.
What did we learn?
Tell me it was worth the trouble.
It was. Edie confirmed our suspicions.
Is this all you're doing, is sending me on missions to confirm things you already knew?
An advanced identify friend-foe system that the relay.
Oh yeah, and we need something to replicate that friend-foe system.
IFFs.
I'm guessing you have a plan.
We have a science team working on a derelict Reaper right now. I need you to go and pick up its IFF.
Where'd you find a derelict Reaper?
An Alliance science team recently determined that the Great Rift on the planet Klendigan is actually an impact crater from a mass accelerator weapon.
Sir, do you have to spend so much time smoking and drinking mid-conversation? It's not exactly like you're talking to me all the time.
Plot the flight path of the intended target, a 37-million-year-old derelict Reaper. We found it damaged and trapped in the gravity of a brown dwarf.
Aren't brown dwarfs basically stars that didn't quite make it?
Simply put, but accurate. They're gas giants that don't quite have the masses of stars. Expect gale force winds and extremely high temperatures.
Okay, so I believe in this mission, when you get the friend-foe, is where you find Legion.
It's stable, but I won't call it safe.
I saw what Sovereign did to the Citadel fleet. Hard to imagine anything could stop something that powerful.
This vessel is a relic from a battle waged while mammals took their first steps on Earth. There's no trace of the species that took the shot. Perhaps it was their one moment of defiance before being wiped out.
I get the feeling this isn't going to be a simple swing by and pick up our package.
We lost contact with Dr. Chandana's
Of
team
course.
shortly after they boarded. Initial reconnaissance revealed no clues, and it was too risky to commit more resources. But now we need that IFF. I'll forward the coordinates to Joker. In the meantime, I suggest you tell your crew I didn't risk their lives unnecessarily. It will make things easier going forward.
Yeah, I would agree.
To assemble. We've got a lot to talk about.
Of course, Shepard.
But again, like, even if I knew it was supposed to be a trap, I could have easily done the exact same thing.
Could have fooled me.
Lied to us, used us, needed access to the collector databanks. Necessary risk.
I mean, it's not exactly like I would have been even more armed.
There really wasn't any other choice. Let's just hope this IFF works.
My analysis is accurate, Shepard. I have also determined the approximate location of the collector homeworld, based on navigational data from their vessel.
Oh, okay.
That can't be right.
That has to be
Made
right.
Mistakes. The collector homeworld is located somewhere in the galactic core.
Can't be. The core is just black holes and exploding suns. There are no...
Which is why it's the perfect place to build a hidden base.
Protected by powerful mass effect fields and radiation shields.
Even the collectors don't have that kind of technology.
Yeah, but Sovereign
These are
did.
just servants of our real enemy. And we've all seen what their masters are capable of. They built the mass relays and the Citadel. Who's to say they can't build a space station surrounded by black holes? No wonder nobody's ever returned from a trip through the Omega-4 mass relay.
The logical conclusion is that a small safe zone exists on the far side of the relay, a region where ships can survive. Standard relay
So
transit
basically the
protocols
friend
do not
foe
allow safe transport. Drift of several thousand
identifier
kilometers is
would
common,
essentially
and would be
mean
fatal
where
in
it
the
leaves
galactic
you.
core. The Reaper IFF must trigger the relay to use more advanced encrypted protocols.
Just because we can follow the collectors through the relay doesn't mean we can take them out. I don't want to go after them until I know we're ready.
Sooner or later, we need that IFF. I say, why wait?
It's a derelict Reaper. What if the collectors are waiting for us? We may want to build up our team before we take that kind of risk.
You're right, Miranda. Let's high-five each other and agree completely.
The more people we have on our side, the better our chances of success. We need to keep building up the team.
It's your call, Commander. Whatever you decide, we're with you.
Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, recommendations for something to play next? Comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. So long for now.